With my Impact Max 2, I also get a floating pencil toolbar. If I tap on that, I get a few options here. So we're able to freeze our screen with the freeze icon, and we're able to unfreeze it with that icon as well. I can also press the blue button on my controller to be able to freeze and unfreeze my screen if I wish to do so. We also have our bin with the letter L that's going to allow me to delete any files that are locally stored in the That's going to allow me to delete any files that are locally stored on the interactive display if I set that up in my settings. It's also going to allow me to leave any meetings that I'm currently attending on my interactive display. Under that, we have our spanner tool, so that's going to allow me to bring in the spotlight onto different parts of the screen. I'm able to change the clarity of the screen and the size of that spotlight as well. Next to that, we also have our timer, so we're able to set a timer for different activities that we have in the class, and we're able to move the timer around. We can also make it full screen, or if I tap on my pencil toolbar, we can bring it up to the top of the screen and we can move it around. When my timer is done, I'm going to get a notification that it's done. We also have our snipping tool, so I'm able to snip small parts of the screen or a full screen, and I'm able to save or share that onto my interactive display. We also have our annotating pen tool. It's going to give me a choice of 4 different colors of pens, and it's going to give me a choice of different colors of highlighters as well. If I want to delete that again, I can hold my fist with my thumb up towards me and I'm able to delete it off the screen, or I can just tap on the brush and that's going to get rid of anything that I've annotated on the screen. Next to that, we have our save icon, so we're able to save the file onto our local files, for example. Next to that, we have our 3 squares together. That's going to generate a QR code. If we're connected to the same network, we're able to scan the QR code and save what we've annotated on the screen onto our device. And we can also upload that onto our cloud as well if we wish to do so. Under that, we have our magnifying glass with a plus sign. On the top right side, it's going to show me that the screen is locked. Essentially, it's frozen. Then I'm able to zoom into different parts of the screen and zoom out as well. Next to that, we have our active tabs or our active applications on the screen. So with this, we're able to split screen. So I'm able to bring in my whiteboard on one side of the screen. Now I'm able to resize these as well if I wish to do so. And I'm able to annotate on one side of the screen while we have our presentation on the other side of the screen. If I want to stop using that, I'm just going to swipe the presentation all the way down until the end. Next to that, we have our default whiteboard. Again, depending on which type whiteboard is default in our settings. Next to that, we have our HDMI icon that's going to give us access to our menu for different inputs that we have on the screen. Next to that, we have our home button. And above that, we have our back button that's going to allow me to back out of any pages that I'm currently in, for example. And above that, we have our log. With my log button, I'm able to lock the screen if, for example, I'm moving into different classrooms and we have different users set on the interactive display.